Hi, I'm Monique and I wanted to show you how I graft my fine lace. I have two parts of one shawl and it needs to be grafted in the middle. And the yarn is very fine, it's Hossama Cashmere and it's knit on 2mm needles, and I have a sewing needle over here, see? And it has the yarn end of the shawl from one side, and I'm about to graft one end of the shawl to the other end. It's a very delicate business, and I do it in daylight because otherwise I can't see. And the yarn is very twisty. It sometimes twists back on itself because it's so fine and because of the sewing, grafting. So yeah, I'm holding the needle of the bottom part at my lap and of the top part at my knee, and I'm holding it so that the stitches can't go anywhere, and I can press back the needles a bit to make sure I have the right stitches. But as you can see, a little bit is a lot of stitches and the yarn is very fine, so I really have to be careful on which stitch I pick up. The red piece of yarn is the Lifeline. I only have that on the top part because my fingers can press back the bottom part better. So to be sure, I have only a Lifeline in the top bit. So now I'm going to show you how I graft. I've done 5 stitches already. I've got 150 to go. So that's quite a bit. And I have to pull on the Lifeline regularly so it doesn't get tangled up in the in sewing the pieces together. So I have daylight, so I don't need a lamp, and I've got a black background so I can see things better. I finished the bottom because I have the strand over here, and I have one strand and one loop. So now I have to pick up the strand from the previous graft. Hold on. Let me see which one it is. I have to pull a little bit and then I pick it up. No, that's the one that I used. I think it's this one. See, due to the fact that the yarn is so fine, this one. Yeah, okay, sorry, this one. Then I pick up one from the needle, from under the needle, so it gets the front leg. Then pull the yarn through. It's quite an end of strand of yarn, and it's a 2-ply, so I do need to twist it a bit sometimes so it doesn't break. Then I shift the yarn over to my front needle, and then I pick up the loop that belongs to the previous stitch, this one. And then I pick one up from the bottom needle. No, I've got the wrong strand. It's this one. Maybe I need better glasses. I know this will strike fear in some people, but I'm a bit slower because I'm filming now. I'm not that much quicker when I'm not filming, but then I don't have to mind the camera so much. Okay, flipping back the yarn and over. Let me see where that is. Actually, the Lifeline is helping now because It's going through the stitches and I can see which one I need to have. See? I need to have that one. Then I pick up another from the needle. So it's always one old and one new. And one old, this one. I have to pick up the right leg and then a new one. When I do the first 2 or 3 stitches, I leave the stitches on the needle because you don't have much to hold on to, and then tension is better. Now you see, you can hardly see my graft because all stitches are quite the same size, so that's something to aim for. So see, oh sorry, picked up another, and then I lock it down with my finger like this so it doesn't slip off my embroidery needle, and then I pick up the second loop. Then I lock it down too so the other stitches don't drop off the needle. And the reason I keep my index finger over there is because that helps with the tension of creating the new stitches of the graft. And as you can understand, after 20 stitches, I need a break. Just for my fingers, so they don't cramp up. I have to rest my eyes a bit because this is so darn fine. And these 150 stitches will take me a good hour or so, and that's okay. And then I get to the fun parts. I get to knit the edge. See, pick up that leg of the loop, pick it up. When you have it, you can as you might have noticed, I don't have any music in the background. Nobody's home except for me. Well, as you can see, that's my graft. Thank you for watching, and I hope this is helpful for you. Of course, you can practice with fuller yarn and knit a swatch with sock yarn and another swatch, and then try sewing them together. And perhaps it might be even more helpful to use a different color of yarn for your graft so you can see what's happening and have quick results. And I hope you this is of course very extreme in this fine of yarn, but it's really when you take your time and when you do 2 of the top and 2 of the bottom, eventually you get there. So have a fine knit. Thank you, and bye bye. See you next time.